In this video, we take a look at the money management algorithm optimization tool. First, we have to take a look at the setup. We're going to use the VIX swing strategy on the left. Here is an example report. The TradeStation performance summary, 60,542.50 and a $15,000 drawdown. So 403 net profit as a percentage of drawdown. We insert the MM1 save indicator and run revision 7 as of this video. You see the indicator at the bottom. And then that is the strategy setup. Now we're going to set up the money management algorithm and do the optimization. So you see a 60-minute chart. You go format, strategies, and you see the equity curve algorithm revision 7.0 and the optimization algorithm OPT. So the name of these strategies are the same, but you know the optimization tool ends in OPT in revision 7. So let's take a look at the setup. First, we set up the symbol at ES, which is the master symbol on the left, 60-minute interval. And the strategy on the right could be any symbol and interval, hypothetically speaking, if you wanted to trade another stock index, if you wanted to lower the time frame so it's more incremental testing, but we're keeping it the same for this video. These do not have to be the same as the algorithm symbol and interval. They do have to be the same as the master symbol and interval. Trading one contract, we use the limit entry technique and 0 limit entry points. And then we scroll down and we get to the rules. We don't have our long list of rules. We just have which rule. And so it's on rule 12. We're going to optimize this from 1 to 12 to see which one works the best. It's going to go test all the rules individually. In the original algorithm up here, you can optimize from 0 to 1 on all 12, and you'll have 8,192 combinations just on the default parameters by testing each rule separately and each combination of each rule with any other rule. And so there are many, many combinations you could do, but we're going to first take a look at which one rule works the best by testing them individually. So we go rule 1 through 12, and we use the default parameters. These are the ones I'm talking about. If you have rule 1, then these are the two inputs for that. 20 and 40 period moving average. Rule 2, ADX, length and threshold, all the way down to the bottom. We will save rule 13 for another video. We're just focused on rule 1 through 12 in this video since rule 13 is more advanced. And so original system rules match. This doesn't have to actually match the original system. You can modify it slightly to improve your strategy or to do something slightly different within this strategy. And then within this strategy, we say 1 maximum daily entry. It's a swing trade strategy, so we are not worried about the time frame of when we start trading and when we finish trading. And we're also not worried about the time of exit because it's a swing trade strategy that holds positions overnight. We decided to set the stop loss to 500 and the profit target to 1,000. So we get a 2 to 1 ratio of win to loss. And that's much different than the original strategy on this exit because the stop loss is much bigger and there's not a profit target exit on that. So when we take a look, the sync exit with master, we set that to 0. We're not exiting when the master strategy on the left exits. If you set this to 1, it will exit on the next bar when the master strategy goes flat. So let's set that. And we have the rules 1 through 12 we're going to optimize. Rules 1 through 12. That's all we're optimizing in this. And we select optimize. And we say OK. And then we go in here and we select the optimize button at the bottom. And this will allow you to figure out which one rule by itself works the best instead of all the combinations of rules, because the optimization of 8,192 combination takes a while to do. And so we're running this optimization. It's very fast because we're using 60-minute bars, and we're almost done. And when we're done, we're going to take a look at the results. It looks like rule 12 was the best. You can see that was the last rule that was used. And here we are. We have the performance summary. And the other strategy, the strategy on the left has 60,000. We have 54,000. But the drawdown is much smaller on the intraday peak to valley. So you were able to decrease that drawdown. We're able to increase the average trade net profit by 50. And the equity curve looks pretty good too. So that's how we use the optimization to figure out which single rule works the best, if we want to figure out a combination, we can go View, Strategy Optimization Report, and you see over here you can sort them based on your criteria. I typically like to do return on account. So we go over here and we look for return on account, and we see that Rule 12 is the first best solution, 6, 3, 2, 1, 5 in that order, from best to worst based on return on account. So we go back to our original algorithm and test Rule 12 and Rule 6, and then and Rule 3 and Rule 2. If you'll find that if you start adding too many rules, you will reduce your number of trades, and sometimes rules can conflict because sometimes some strategies work better when you buy on a drawdown, and some strategies work better when the equity curve is strong, and so you can't do both at the same time very well. So we're going to take a look at rules 12 and 6 and 3, and we're going to come in here and we're going to go Format, Strategies, and we're going to come in here and we're going to turn this off. So let's turn this status to off, and we're going to turn this status back on, and we're going to come in here and set that up. We're going to set up Rule 12, which we have, and Rule 6, which is we have, and we'll just go with Rule 12 and 6 right now. If we want to take a look at Rule 3, we'll select 1 as well, and then we'll double check our other inputs. All these other inputs should be the same as our optimization algorithm if we want the results to represent what we optimize. And so 500 and 1000 on the profit target, stop loss and profit target, and seek exit with master is set to 0. So select OK, and then close, and we'll see what Rule 12 and 6 do together. Let's look at the performance summary. So we boost our average trade profit a little bit. We reduce the drawdown is about the same. So good results. Again, good equity curve. So this further enhances the average trade net profit. You'll have to decide if you want to add that extra rule or not. There's not much difference, but that is how you use the optimization algorithm. You optimize those rules 1 through 12, and then you can sort them, and you can put them back in the original strategy and use multiple rules at the same time.